Mike Nash, signing in.
Mike, they ain't hear your name clearly. Tell them who you are, bro. Tell them Mike, hey, y'all, this is Uptown's finest. Do you know that this is what we do? This is Northwest. We Uptown. Oh, yeah, everybody who live in Washington, D.C. understands something. Real talk. We were born in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Born and raised, Washington, D.C.
And everybody who knows about D.C. people and people who live in the surrounding areas, people sometimes are not what? Born in D.C. But we still love you like you D.C., but some people were born. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We Uptown. Mike, talk to him. What's on your mind today? Mike, you came over here. Mike, oh, you're not there too. Mike came over here, bombarded me, and said, I'm getting on your YouTube channel today. So I just let him rough me off because you know why I let him, because that's my brother. I am never got to worry about anything evil with him because his heart is pure. So since your heart is pure right now, be pure hearted and talk to my 1,200 subscribers about what you're feeling.
Man, today we just gonna touch base on some real relationship type stuff. You know, there's just a lot of people out here right now that don't know how to be in a real relationship. You know, they don't value the person that they're with. You know, it's too many distractions in the world, too many things that's just going on that they allow inside their life or inside their relationship. You know, so these outside people, these outside voices, these outside things that you keep feeding into and listening to, they destroying your relationship. I mean, and it's just a well-known fact. You know, the more voices you hear, the more people you listening to, the more people you include in your business, and your relationship is doomed to fail. You know, if that relationship is between you and that person is the first person that you need to address and talk to. And if you're gonna trust him, you're gonna trust him. I mean, you know, we're at the point nowadays where, honestly, trust is more valuable than love. You know, because you can't tell me you love me, but you don't trust me. So at the end of the day, that trust factor right now, that's where it's at. That's all you got. You know, anybody can tell you that they love you. Love you. Love you. Absolutely. At the end of the day, when I walk away, do I trust them? Do I feel like when I walk away, they gonna say something behind my back, or they gonna do something behind my back that a friend or somebody that you're in a relationship with ain't gonna value? I mean, you tell me. What's the most important thing in your relationship? Is it the love? Is it the communication? Is it the fun you had? Is it personality? Is it the way they look? Or is it trust? At the end of the day, man, that trust factor blow your mind at the end of the day when you think about it. You cannot be in any kind of relationship whatsoever, especially with somebody that you say you care so much about and y'all don't have trust. Next to God, first and foremost, he's always gonna be one. But that trust factor, I tell you, it'll do some things to your mind. It'll play some games with you. Some things that you ain't never thought about happening. Hey, you doing some crazy things. But you got that love, you got that trust. It's gonna take you where you wanna go. So at the end of the day, TRUST, the biggest thing of all. That love nowadays, go out the window. Because if you love them and if you trust them, you wouldn't be out here doing some of the things that we out here doing. So look, take it from somebody who's learned from their past. Trust, the biggest thing out here.
Hey, Mike, I appreciate your insight on that. And let me know, too, that you spoke from your heart. It seemed like you also spoke from experience. And it seemed like you also really want to be useful to my audience and let them know some things they need to look forward to when they are doing things. Do you know what I do when it comes to relationships? You ready for this one? I don't like to lose in a relationship. I don't like to lose, period. I don't like to lose. Just the word lose. Lose means, it means me. So you know how I don't want to lose? Watch this, y'all. Me? I go to a standard of review of anything that I can say. What has my ancestors done? What have they told me about relationships? Because Greybeard, you goofy. You gonna fail. You gonna do the wrong thing. You gonna say the wrong thing. So because I don't want to lose, Mike, I'm gonna go read some scripture. I'm gonna read a Bible. I'm gonna read the Circle 7. I'm gonna read the Buddha book. I'm gonna read anything that has something I can look at. So because I can share it with my partner, per se. So what I would like to share with anybody who's listening to this show and with Mike, the Mike understand what that word trust is about, here it is. Do you trust that God put a man to be here who he's supposed to be and woman to be here who she's supposed to be? Do you trust that? Because if you don't trust that, guess what that means? That means that you disagree with reality. And when you become disagreeable with reality, the reality will be you will perish. And see, and what we like to do is say, dang, that's a little bit too, but ain't no but. There's also a universal law called polarity. Polarity means that something is hot or something is cold. Something is true or something is false. Well, guess what? We either equally yoked or we not. So when we come to this relationship, Jones Mike, and I will listen to you, the first thing that I would tell anybody, this is the most, hold on, let me put my foot out here, Mike. I'm sitting close to, no, Mike, you sit right here, you good. I'm talking to Mike, I'm talking to all my brothers, and I'm talking to my sisters. Can I ask you a question? Do you have God in your heart, or any type of God in your heart? Because that's the type of person I want to be with. And the women that and the women like we like, I'm talking about me and him. See, guess what, man? Don't stop. Original man. He not alpha or beta. He original. He not the first letter of the Greek alphabet. We don't call ourselves Greek names. That's what people who don't know who they are call themselves. And we're not being evil. It's just true. We're original men. And as an original man, we follow the precepts of what God put down. What God put down, Greybeard? Genesis said, man and woman are supposed to be doing this. Why everybody doing the opposite? See your problem? Do you know what to do? See your problem? Have you ever talked about it with your partner? No. See what I'm talking about? You see all these things that are so critical to a great relationship that you have not even foundationally built on, but the sex is good, the head good, the restaurant food is good, the Kings Dominion trip is good, the getting the fat purse bag is good, but original men ain't doing none of that until we understand that you deserving of it. How about that? And guess what, woman? If the man not deserving of it, you don't give him nothing either. How about that? And we all operate on one full glass. Relationships 101 from Mike and Greybeard. Hey, yeah, this is our opinion. Hey, go ahead, Mike.
So let me ask this question to you.
To me?
And I'm curious.
Or to the audience or to me?
To you, to
My
the
man.
audience.
Okay.
In a relationship, I want you to really think about this. Is it 50-50? Is a relationship 50-50? If your answer to that question is yes, your relationship is doomed to fail. No relationship is 50-50. Let me tell you why. If I give you 50 and you give me 50, we get 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. That means that relationship is only 50.
Say that one more time, Mike. Hold on, Mike. First of all, before you say it, let me pop the collar. Let me pop it real quick. Ooh. Say that joke one more time, bro. I need to hear that. Could you taught me something?
I said, if you giving me 50 and I'm giving you 50, 50 plus 50 is 100. We divide that by the 2, this relationship is only 50. If you're not giving me 100 and I'm not giving you 100, the relationship will never work. 100 plus 100 is 200. Divided by 2 is 100. That means you have 100% of me, I have 100% of you. If you ain't willing to give me 100, I'm wasting my time, and you're wasting your time. that relationship has to be 100. Leave no doubt. Leave no doubt out there. At the end of the day, that's how you avoid that failure. You know, I always wondered how I see relationships that stand the test of time. They built up to 100. And those years add up. There's no doubt. There's no lack of trust. They were willing to give all of themselves to that person. And that part. And that's why a lot of these relationships out here fail. Because a lot of people aren't all in. They keep that self-doubt. There's that lack of trust. There's that lack of respect. There's that lack of love. If you give me 90, at some point in time, that other 10% is going to catch up with us. Somewhere down the line, that 10% that you wasn't willing to give me, or I wasn't willing to give you, it's going to come back. We might do 18 years, but we ain't going to make 20. Then that 10%, that extra 10% would have got us to 20. Y'all do the math. Y'all are smart people out here. Think about it.
Hey, y'all. That was very profound, I must say, too. And also, I got to say this, too. You ready for this one? See, we talk about, we get our hair cuts. You know, we brothers. We talk about a lot of things. Hey, y'all. Do you want to be in a relationship? Like, be honest. And then if you say you do, then what that mean? See, I like to do stuff. Y'all know, y'all watch my channel. We gonna look up the words. We're going to look at what relationship means. And guess what? Watch this. Y'all better not say nothing. Watch what I'm about to do. Me and him have a relationship.
Hey, fellas. I think y'all can help pop
and you know what this relationship is? This relationship is that we are relating with each other. While we're having this video, we are relating to one another. So how do you relate with your woman? Or how do you relate with your man? You get it? Start defining what you really are. A lot of y'all just say, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend. Okay, guess what? It's more than that. People want their hands held. People want hugs. People want to do this. Y'all need to describe what y'all gonna do for each other. If y'all really like each other like that. Because you know a lot of women not really attracted to a lot of men, and a lot of men are not really attracted to a lot of women today because of the morals and the principles and the character that a lot of women have. Like a lot of women be like, I don't know why I don't have no man. It's because of your character, honey. That's why. I'm serious. You are beautiful. You amazing. So you gorgeous as I don't know what. But your character, your principles. And then here's another thing I want to talk to Mike about. Hey, Mike, I'm going to add this in, and I really want you to know about this. Hey, Mike, you know what? I feel a type of way when men and women are in conversations and they talking about what they want, and a man say that he want a woman that's submissive and stuff like that. And I hear women say, oh, you want one of them punk women, or you want one of them sucker chicks. Do you know how that woman who says that, she instantly turns into a monster to me? Like, I would never want that one. And then I'm noticing that women, watch this is a deep subject, God. Hey, Slim, hey, Mike, hey, Jabari, I don't think women really want men to be happy, Joe. You got the full, Mike, keep talking.
Wow, that was deep.
Do you really, truly want me happy? What's wrong with me being happy? What's wrong if I want you to do something a little extra? Is there something wrong with that? No. Ugh. Oh, you're that type of woman? You're that type of woman who want to say, oh, you don't want to say, oh, sure, honey. See, guess what? When a woman says, sure, honey, the universe says, sure, honey. But when the woman say, I ain't doing that, the universe say, well, I ain't doing that. And then the universe says that about your man that you want. Because see, another thing too, women, because we kind of talk from a man point of view. See, that's another thing too I will not do. I'm not gonna be that simp. I'm a man. I'm not gonna talk about what women feel. Because I'm not a woman. I only talk about how men feel, Joe. And women know what we don't think sometimes. Cause we love y'all. Man, you don't really care how we feel. We got the floor, Mike.
Threw me back right there. Happiness is key, you know. At the end of the day, I think we're all in search of that happy space. I know I want to be happy. I would love to say I know the woman I'm with wants to be happy. I'm gonna do my part. I've done enough letting folks down and doing things that I absolutely knew better of doing. And I'm in a great place, a great space. And I'm destined, destined to be happy. So, you know, as long as I continue to do what I'm supposed to do, and I hate to use the word I, because there's no I in team, there's no I in we, there's no I in happy. These are the things that we got to think about. So I apologize to you for using that word I.
It is an I in happiness.
And happiness. And happiness. But happiness is plural, meaning two. It's not singular.
Great point.
Happiness,
Great point.
Happiness means two. Team.
That is too. Because I'm gonna say I'm happy. But if it's it's happiness here. Yeah, I like that. Happiness, whole lot of love and without the stress. That's all you saw. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You know what we do. We uptown. This is what we do. It's a beautiful weekend. We hanging out tonight too. Go ahead, Mike.
You know, I think that's about it for me for that one right there.
We pretty much did.
We covered most of that, Graham.
You should.
Just
Okay.
remember.
Okay. So what's this? Let me ask you something else.
Okay.
And then we're gonna end it. What's the solution to a great relationship? If you was to tell your opinion to the YouTube streets, Greybeard, the Moor YouTube channel, what would you tell my listeners? The AR, in my opinion, for you to have a great relationship, here's my solution. We're gonna end the show with your joint, Mike.
To have a great relationship, in my opinion, honestly, you have to eliminate a lot of the distractions that you have going on. You have to humble yourself and be disciplined. You're always going to be challenged. There's always going to be that opportunity or that moment where someone or something presents itself to you. And it's at that moment when you make a decision that's going to tell you how happy you really are. If you can resist the temptations of life, resist the temptations of the world, you'll know if that relationship that you're in is the one for you. When you're able to tell someone or something no, because you know it's not worth what you have at home, then you know you're happy. You know you're in something that you're not willing to risk losing. If you're willing to risk it, or you're willing to lose it, that person that you got at home, you're wasting their time. And I'm not saying that you don't love them, and I'm not saying that they don't love you, but let them go, because you're not ready. Only you know when you're ready, and when you're really willing to shut it down and do what you're supposed to do, not only for yourself, but for that other person on that other end, so that you don't hurt them or slight them or put them in any other positions. You know you're happy. and you know that you have happiness in your life.
Hey y'all, this was a grown, mature, original brother conversation. Outside in these uptown northwest streets of Washington, D.C., talking about relationships. I think we pretty much covered it today, y'all. We're going to continue this journey. See, Mike going to come back and be a guest. Now I got me another little co-host. See, guess what? That's what we do. See, I'm going to have people. I know I'm not going to be having no people on my show, but because I'm going to be teaching, but like people like Mike. See, all y'all who know me or watching, this is how brothers supposed to have conversations. I know we on camera, but for real, Mike and I know that when we not on camera, this is how we talk, Joe. We ain't yelling. We ain't pulling guns out. We ain't jealous. We ain't envious. We ain't false accusing each other. We ain't trying to harm each other. We ain't trying to make fake jokes to start confusion and bickering and all that feminine energy that's not supposed to be in the original man sphere. We don't do it. I like that. And then women see it. So for real, y'all, I'm ending this video, but this, hey y'all my brothers? Jabari told me to say something shocking. I'm about to say it. And women be telling me about some of y'all dudes. Beta, Joe. I'll see y'all next video.